Once upon a mountaintop,
3 little trees stood
and dreamed what they could be. The first tree looked up at the stars,
twinkling like diamonds above him.
I want to hold treasure. I want to be covered with gold and filled with precious stones. I will be the most beautiful treasure chest in the world. The second little tree looked out to the ocean.
I want to be a strong sailing ship that travels mighty waters.
And carries powerful kings.
I will be the strongest ship in the world.
The third little tree looked down
Down at the valley below.
and said,
I don't want to leave this mountaintop at all.
I want to grow so tall that when people stop to look at me,
They raise
their eyes to heaven and think,
of God. I will be the tallest tree in the world.
Years passed. The rains came, the sun shone, and the little trees
Grew tall.
One day,
3 woodcutters climbed a mountain.
this first tree is beautiful. It's perfect for me. With the of my shiny axe,
The first tree fell.
crash. This second tree is strong. It's perfect for me. With the of my shiny axe,
The second tree fell.
crash.
the third tree
Felt her heart sink when the last woodcutter looked her way.
Any tree will do for me. With a of my shiny axe,
The third tree fell.
crash.
The first tree rejoiced when the woodcutter brought him to a carpenter shop.
But
The once beautiful tree
Was not covered with gold.
or filled with shiny.
He was coated with sawdust and filled with hay for hungry farm animals.
The second tree
Smiled.
when the woodcutter brought him to a shipyard.
But
The
The one strong tree
was hammered.
And sawed into a small fishing boat. Every day he brought a lilt of dead, smelly fish.
The third tree was
Confused.
when the woodcutter cut it into beams and left it in the lumber yard.
what happened?
The once tall tree wondered.
All I ever wanted
Was
was
to stay on the mountain and point to God. Many days passed.
The trees nearly forgot their dreams, but
One night,
A young woman placed her newborn baby in the feed box.
and as starlight shone on the smooth, sturdy wood,
she whispered.
This manger was beautiful.
And the first tree knew he was holding the greatest treasure in the world.
Then,
one night,
A tired traveler and his friends crowded into the old fishing boat.
soon
a thundering crashing storm arose. Ah!
The little tree knew he did not have the strength to carry the passenger safely through the storm.
but the tired man stood, whispered,
Peace.
the storm
Stopped
As quickly as it had begun,
and the second tree knew
He was carrying the King of heaven and earth.
One Friday morning, the third tree
was startled when her beams were yanked from the forgotten woodpile.
she flinched as she was carried through.
An angry cheering crowd, halt!
She shuddered.
When
Soldiers nailed
a man's hands to her. She felt ugly.
And harsh.
and cruel.
But on Sunday morning, when
When
the
the sun rose and the earth trembled beneath her with joy, the third tree knew that God's love had changed everything.
it made the first tree beautiful.
It made the second tree strong.
And every time people thought of the third tree, they would think of God.
That was better than being the tallest tree in the world.